Ah!
Very happy to have you back, brother guy. I'm sure the
Yeah,
people
no,
missed your expert analysis, bro. So it's
didn't
very
seem
good to
like
have
it.
you back in the saddle here.
It seemed like they were enjoying you.
I definitely did. I definitely did, bro. But let's get into it, bro. It's 1172. This is the recap show, and as always, we start.
At the top of the card.
And at the top of the card, we did see Rodtang shock the world here in the long anticipated super fight against Takeru Sagawa. Going on to enemy soil and just putting on the performance of his life. Who could have seen it besides Chowdhury Sitjadong with deep call and knockout for this one, bro? But like I said, BG, I'm sure the people are very glad to have you back. So please give us your insights on this one, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad to be back. Honestly, I did feel very gutted that I wasn't able to do the live the way I would like to have done it. But it was a pleasure to be able to have watch you hold it down for us, and along with Nate as well. Just big ups to the two of you for doing that.
Shout out
But
to
bring
the
it,
team, yeah.
yeah, nah, much love. But to bring it back to this fight, though, 80, I was very surprised at the finish. Not necessarily at the outcome, but I was surprised that it came out that quickly. To be honest with you, I thought the fight was going to go 5 rounds, maybe even one of them getting the finish within that first round, but not so early. And it was early first round. It wasn't even a minute into the first round, and Roteng landed that beautiful double left hook and slipped Takeru. And Takeru, I think he just missed the count. To be honest with you, I think it took a little bit too long to get up. And I watched this post fight interview in the press conference, and he was saying that he knew he was down and he knew what to do. He was looking at his coach and he was nodding at his coach like he knew to stand up, but he didn't want to rush it because he felt that if he rushed to stand up, he didn't feel like he would have had his legs back underneath him and it would have made it worse for him. So he took as much time as possible to stand up. Unfortunately, he took a bit too much time and missed the 10 count completely. Not much you can say really. I think the fight I had to watch it back twice, and I thought the fight was okay in terms of how the feeling out process went. Both guys threw combinations, both guys threw some cool leg kicks to start it off. I think there was a moment where um, they had a quick exchange where there was a bit of a rough exchange. Before the finish came, there was a rough exchange in that moment, and both guys landed on each other. And both of them nodded and did this as if like, okay, we took each other's best shots there for a second, and which meant that Rotang then closed the distance almost immediately and took the fight to Takeru and yeah, just made it a bit of a dogfight. And Takeru unfortunately got caught to that left hook. And Rotang did say that he wanted to go a little longer. He wanted to go 3 rounds straight up boxing first, and then from there then take it into kickboxing and see what happens next. So he didn't even expect it to knock Takeru out so quickly. So I think to the world and to both fighters' surprise, they both didn't think the fight was going to go that way. And yeah, it's a bit sad, but also very happy to see Rotang go and do it out there. And I think the biggest thing for me that's happy about the fight was Rotang looked amazing in terms of how he cut the weight. He made the weight count perfectly, he passed hydration, he looked shredded. And I hope that he can stay like this, because if Rotang stays like that in terms of making weight, I don't think anyone's going to stop him, to be honest with you. I think he's going to be an absolute killer, and even more of a killer than what he is right now. As for Takeru on the other one, I was gutted, and I also wanted him not to retire, to be honest with you. I felt that he can come in some good fights in the One Championship that he can continue to do and make up some great fights. And then he did say that at the end of it, he said that you can't make the decision right now, especially because the fight went out the way it did. He personally felt it went in the way there where he couldn't put on the display. He said that even if he lost the fight but lost on decision, he would have said, "I'm happy to retire after that." But to lose in the manner that he did lose, he was like, now he's not sure if he wants to retire. He might want to stay and do another fight. So personally, I think do another fight, do another 2 more fights even, and maybe even don't even do super fights. Just do top contender fights in that division, and maybe go for another title shot, and then retire off that. Because for me, 33 years old, particularly in stand up fighting, which is Muay Thai and kickboxing, I think he can go a little bit longer. I think he can go to maybe 36, 37 years old, the same age in 42 when he fought for a title. You know what I mean? So I think Takeru should actually consider coming back and not should consider not hanging up the gloves just yet and actually fight, because there are some good competitors in the division for him. But big ups to Rodman.
Yeah, absolutely, BG. I mean, the stars shine the brightest when the lights come on, Brian. Rotang really did shine here. But yeah, and also just it's a mystery to me as to why it took him so long to actually get a nutritionist on board in his camp there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like he looked
Mm.
so good, like you said. He looked so well filled out. The
Yeah.
weight cut was relatively easy, and he just came out there and put on the show of his life.
Yeah.
Again, I really didn't expect the knockout. I really didn't
Mm.
expect a knockout in this fight, especially with the bigger gloves.
Yeah.
So just absolutely amazing to see. And yeah, just I think for like the level that the occasion was at, for him to come out and put on a performance like that, just
Mm.
shows where this guy's at, PG.
Yeah.
It, yeah,
I will say this. I did expect Rotang to be the more conditioned and the more powerful fighter, to be honest with you. You can, I mean, you and I both know we can go back and watch so much tape and show you so much tape on Rotang and how he's able to take anyone's shots. The only person that dropped him was a super leg with an elbow. So he was able to take everyone's shots, no matter what it was, and he walked right through it. So I did feel like he was going to be more conditioned, in the sense that he can take the shots from Takedo. Takedo, I didn't think he was more powerful. I didn't think he hits harder, kicks harder than Rotang. But what Takedo does really well is that his shot selection and where he places his steep kicks and when he throws his hands loose is a little bit better than Rotang, and that's how he beats people. He makes them fold over the course of the time, and then he yanks you down and finishes you off. Whereas Rotang is the kind of athlete that I did think he has a bit more of a one punch knockout kind of power over Takedo. So that for me it was like, if it goes 5 rounds, I can see Takedo winning because then over the distance he's gonna last a bit longer. He's gonna probably deepen not a lot more and take out Rotang that way. Takedo did throw a very hard leg kick in the beginning of the fight, which got Rotang's attention very quickly. So I was like, Takedo is a bit more of the intellectual fighter between the two of them, but Rotang has got the conditioning and the power that nobody, not even Super League, has in the one championship. So, I mean, Mighty Mouse speaks about it. You don't want to stand in there with the guy; he's gonna put you away, So, yeah, I did think that Rotang had the more of the harder punch and kick, and so that for me is like, if the easy way for Rotang to win, it would be to knock him out. I didn't think Rotang was going to win if it had to go to the decision, but he was going to lose the fight that way. You on mute, bro? Sorry.
sorry. So speaking of Super League, this fight did happen at flyweight
Mm-hmm.
kickboxing. So is this the next fight though? Super League Rotang for the champion?
No, I don't think so. Especially because of what Chowdhury Setiatong said. He did make an announcement at the post fight presser saying that Rotang is been scheduled to fight against Jonathan Haggerty, so they're going to run it back. Haggerty doesn't have, or he only has the kickboxing championship now, if I'm not mistaken, right? He must beat Rui the last fight to retain it. So I think Chowdhury's made an announcement at the press. I actually just watched the presser finish, and he said that the next fight for Rotang is against Jonathan Haggerty. However, he does feel that Rotang has now put himself in the position where he can demand any fight that he wants. But that's the fight that the one championship is trying to put together, is Rotang and Jonathan Haggerty, which I actually disagree with, to be honest with you. I only said no to you so quickly because I knew that information, but I disagree with that matchup. I think there's nothing in that fight for us to kind of see, because they fought 3 times already and Rotang won the 2 of the 3. So, or they fought twice, sorry, and Rotang won both of it, in both divisions, in flyweight and bantamweight. So I don't know if they should rematch that fight. I don't know if there's anything other than the fact that they're both the same age. They're both 27 years old, so I could see why maybe you could do it, but I don't think it should happen. I think Jonathan Haggerty could fight against Pettenon next, or Elias Anachi could be a fantastic fight for Jonathan Haggerty. I think they can actually beat him, to be honest with you. I think Rotang should now go and claim back the vacant titles that he doesn't have. So go and get the flyweight kickboxing title that you once had. Go get the Muay Thai title that you had to let go of because of weight loss. Now I'm saying those are more of the realistic matchups for me for Rotang. He's go and claim back those titles that you got stripped from, rather than going to fight against Jonathan Haggerty, who has moved on from you. He moved on from Rotang already. So, I don't know if they could sell that fight other than the fact that they are two masterful strikers. But history has proven that you don't really want to see them throw down again, unless the Rotang's got a title, which he doesn't have at the moment.
Fair comment, PG. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any comments, let us know in the comments, and we'll be sure to have a look at those, and sure we'll reply to them as well.